Well, the Labor Day weekend is just a few days away, and for many, it's a great time to shop for deals. Holiday weekend sales considered to be among the best of the year in terms of deal volume, discount depth, and summer clearances. Joining me now is smart shopping expert at TrueTrade.com, Trae Bodge. It's great to see you, Trae. Trae, what items do you think people should be shopping for during Labor Day? Like, is it electronics? Is it clothes? Is it lawn furniture? What do I need to look for?
That's a great question. So first of all, most of the Labor Day deals are going to start on Friday, but consumers should look for any early deals as well, many of which might pertain to back to school shopping. So for example, HP is offering up to $30 off their family-friendly printers, and they have this really cool instant ink, which is a smart ink subscription to get you all the ink that you need so you're not left out there when your kids have to print something the next day. So that's something I would look for in the back to school category. And then as we get a little bit closer to Labor Day weekend on Friday, I would start looking for mattresses. You can save up to $700 at Mattress Firm. That's a great example of the kind of savings that you can look for. I would also look for appliances, furniture, and then, as you said, summer clearance. So think patio furniture, grills, summer clothing, and footwear.
Trae, Mark Tepper here. I'm curious as to whether or not, and this is kind of a backwards-looking question, I'm curious as to whether or not we may be able to glean any intel into the state of the consumer by looking at the back-to-school shopping season. For example, you know, did the consumers tighten their belt buckles a little bit? Were consumers going to more off-price retailers like a TJ Maxx or a Nordstrom Rack as opposed to a full-price retailer? Do you think there's any intel we can glean from this back-to-school shopping season?
Yeah, and I think that's a great question, Mark. I mean, what I am seeing is that according to the National Retail Federation, they were predicting that spending would be pretty much flat for back to school. And that's a real indicator, of course, that consumers are tightening their belts. We hope that things will loosen up, of course, as we move forward into the holiday season. But right now, I think that consumers are being very careful. You know, you talked about generics and off-brand items. That's becoming a trend. People are shopping for groceries at the dollar store, for example. They're using more generic brands. And so we are seeing just a general overarching tightening of the belt right now, of course, because inflation is so high.
Well, to your point, also when Walmart released their earnings, I mean, grocery was a big boost to their bottom line. So you're very right on that. So Trae, so here's the big question. Is it better to shop online or in store? Because most of our viewers are going to say, well, of course, I shop online.
Yeah, so that's a great question as well. So I typically prefer to shop online because I find it a little bit easier to do my research. I can use saving sites, things like that. So it really depends on how you prefer to shop, but a couple things here. So if you are, for instance, buying a mattress or an appliance or a piece of furniture, you should experience that item in person. The prices will be comparable in both places, but as I said, it's easier to save online. So what you might want to do is check it out in person and then go online and place your order.
Yeah, Trae, it's Joe Concha, somebody who just purchased a shirt for a Labor Day party, and I ordered a large, and it turned out that large doesn't really fit me. It was so that was interesting.
You're not a large.
I know, it's like wearing a hefty bag.
I'm sitting right next to you.
I know, so you're right. You got clothes you can't really trust buying online. But overall, in general, are you surprised that Amazon really hasn't had a true competitor pop up just with the same business model where I could buy basically anything and I get it the next day? It seems like that isn't happening for some reason.
So, yeah, I mean, I think with Amazon, they really do lead the pack in that regard. Walmart is kind of, you know, clicking into it a little bit with their Walmart Plus subscription. So we are seeing some brands encroaching on Amazon a little bit. You know, around Amazon Prime Day, you saw all those other retailers jumping into the fray and offering sales as well. But Amazon really is the leader in terms of the broad selection of their items. But, you know, on Amazon, it's actually hard to save more than what Amazon is already offering. You know, they have their coupons on site, but a lot of, for instance, the coupon sites don't work work on Amazon. And so what I always suggest is to, when you're shopping, to compare prices across multiple retailers, including Amazon, Walmart, Target, Macy's, what have you, and then look at a deal site to see if you can save even more, maybe someplace else. So slickdeals.net, for example, who I work with, you can set a deal alert for a specific item that you're looking for, and they'll let you know when that item goes on sale and where to buy it. And so that's a really good way to ensure that you're getting the best price at all time. Don't always assume that it's on Amazon.
Yeah. I think we've defaulted to Amazon because of COVID, Trae. That's a good point. Trae Bodge, thank you very much, Trae. Appreciate it.